Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's update. It is Monday, the 18th of September. I hope you all had a good weekend and that you're looking forward to the trading week ahead. As you can see, I have my headphones on. Oh, look at that, they're getting cut out by the camera. Yeah, the main microphone just kind of died. This one here has been working really well for 3 years. Very nice sound quality, but today it decided not to capture any audio anymore. And it's still apparently working, but it doesn't capture audio whatsoever. Sound is good. Okay, thanks guys. Yeah, so the voice might sound a bit different, but as long as you can understand me, it should be okay. Let's see who's online so far. Hello, Marius. Good morning. Hello, Enza. Good morning, Arnold. Happy Monday. Starty Man. Good morning. For Mr. Thank you, Marius. Salogin. Hello. Waumi Creative. Let's dive into the charts. Yes, exactly. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Graham. All right. Yeah, so here we are. Another week of trading, and last week was already pretty intensive. I'm not sure if everyone was participating in that or not, but I was, and I think quite a few of us were participating as well. And of course, we had some interesting volatility triggers, data-based, US data-based around or pre-New York session, basically, which gave, of course, hello, Jules, gave yeah, a nice shake-up, which many times can give you the entry that you're waiting for or the level that you know you've been waiting for, but price is just not getting there, and then an event like that comes in and boom, you get what you were looking for. All right, so today we're gonna cover start with Bitcoin, then jump to the S&P 500, US dollar index, Euro USD, gold, and wrap up with Ethereum USD. I think that should we should be able to manage that in the time. Yeah, so let's have a look at what's been going on. This is the weekly chart, and I haven't or I've turned off all the drawings and all the TA just to get an overview of everything. Um, well, I guess we can start on the monthly as usual. The candle is green. Yeah, that's already something we can make a note of. But we're far away from any fresh monthly levels and relatively close, a little bit more to the upside to that old monthly level that we have from May and June. So that would be something we can keep in mind. But since it's already been traveled through, perhaps it's not so interesting anymore. But you can definitely keep that monthly level in mind, 27 to 10. Yeah, it's a little bit higher, but I find the weekly levels in this case a bit more interesting. So that's why I was starting, or I wanted to start on the weekly time frame. As you can see to the downside, the next untapped or fresh weekly level would be here, but it's now, well, it's far away. And I think the focus for now, or for this week, will definitely be within these two weekly levels. And why do I say that? Well, because this one is fresh. It was just created as last week's or candle finished yesterday on Sunday, since crypto is open 24/7. So this is a fresh weekly level of support that is almost exactly the same as the one in June. Yeah. So we can already say this is a bigger range. Yeah. Huge range that started over a year ago. And within that, we can start subdividing into more local ranges that we can use for trades. Um, and this would be one possibility to say, okay, we have a fresh weekly level to the downside, fresh weekly level to the upside. This one was already, yeah, tapped. And so was this one. Of course, there's a monthly level to the upside all the way up there that I guess we could also look at. Yeah, 30,400. So theoretically, if price rotates again up here, it could go all the way up to there. Yeah, why not? Anything's possible, right? If, however, yeah, since we're talking about all the way up here, if this weekly level does not hold the support, yeah, so if price gains acceptance below it, starts flipping it to resistance, for example, with daily candle closes, but ultimately a weekly candle close will be necessary, then we can already take into consideration finishing a full rotation all the way down to here and playing with this part of the chart. Yeah. For now, this is a fresh weekly level of support. I like that very much. And we can just go like this and say, all right, that's my bottom, that's my top. Let's trade the range, for example. I was like, oh my God, it's going to go all the way up here. Well, maybe because we can continue to subdivide, but those are definitely the two weekly levels that I would pay attention to. and you can already see that we're still, yeah, it's only Monday. Nice move last week. We covered that in detail also in the Sitrep that all of the lows here were taking. Yeah, that's just when you have a range like this and the stop losses are lining up like that, the stop loss orders, it is very, very, very likely that they will be taken out either with continuation to the downside or with a snapback move, head fake, double distribution. There's several mechanisms to do that. Yeah. Yes, Paul, thank you for the reminder. If you want to help us out with the channel, then please hit the like button. And yeah, it helps us grow it. So, exactly. So that liquidity to the downside was taken 2 weeks prior to the upside also. So now the question is, okay, what's left? Yeah, well, whatever else opened after that, whatever positions open after that, of course, they're lining up for more. And we can already see that we're very close to, this is a pivot that I would definitely mark the previous week high. Yeah, what happens there? Do we just go above it and fall back down and then give back the progress from last week and go to this weekly level? That would be fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of seeing that happening when there's a fresh level that is created to backtest it as support and then actually continue to move to the upside. Yeah, that would mean, however, that we have to reverse everything that's happened so far today, Monday, and pretty much reverse quite a nice chunk of last week as well to get to that level. Yeah, so locally would be perhaps initially more bearish, but ultimately looking for a more bullish rotation. I hope that makes sense. So that's definitely something I'd be paying attention to. Of course, it can just keep going up if it has momentum. Sure, why not? And let's go in the daily time frame and see if we can find something a little bit more local to. Oh yeah, wait. I wanted to show you something else before I forget. Is it this one? Yeah. So the big fix range. Well, actually, we can do it on the daily time frame too. It doesn't matter. If we pull the volume of everything above this weekly level, pretty much starting here to now, merging, yeah, even taking into consideration this upper range here, or these deviations down here, even if we collate everything, the whole data together, we can see that the point of control is up here, 28K. Yeah, and then you see how price rejects off of that. So it is definitely a level to be aware of, because if you're in a long position here, price gets to here and you don't take profits, well, this is what can happen. Yeah, you go back to the value area low and you've made nothing, even though you had such a nice move to the upside because you was waiting for the other side. Yeah, the other side can come, but the point of control can also be, end of the story. Same story here. Look at that. Move up, rejected the 28K area, boom, and back down. So it's definitely a level to be aware of if this continues to the upside. And what we can already see is, look at how much time we've been spending around this area. Yeah, those were the lows that I was talking about. This is the move down on last Monday and the reversal on Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yeah, so it was a very grindy up, up, up. Every time, yeah, shorting was possible, but you had to be quick and you had to take profits fast. Otherwise, boop, you got stopped out um, without being able to cash in any profits. Yeah. So it was a very incessant week in that sense of moving higher. But the statement was made, first of all, new weekly level created, and that the value area low is an important support. Yeah. So this area, 25.8-ish, is very important support. Yeah. That's as long as this holds, then we can always envision a rotation up to the next big area of, yeah, look at that, support, flip to resistance, here resistance. This is fantastic as well. Yeah, so the 29.2, 25.8, this is a fantastic area of how much do we have here in space to, look at that, 13% range. That's very nice. So that's what I would keep in mind, or these are the elements I would keep in mind for this week. Yeah, if this continues to rotate higher, ultimately, possibly to get all the way up to here. And let's see if I have some fibs ready for you. This would be the more local one. But I actually wanted to do a big fig pull first, since we're talking about the possible upside, something like this, yeah? From the high to the low, you can see that you have the, well, golden pocket a bit lower, but the 7-1 lining up with this area very nicely. So that would be just like the point of control, or perhaps even more so an area where if I'm in a long position, you do whatever you want, no financial advice, then I'm going to take profits up here because there's a good chance that price stops there and starts rejecting and rotates back down. Yeah, That would be the range perspective. Since we did that big pull, let's see this one. Approximate is like this. And then we also have, from this low to this high, a very nice retracement to the golden pocket, which was tapped very, very slightly, the 618, 3 times. And this was the move that finally got to the interesting area. And, this can still fall through, of course. Yeah. But buying interest did show up. A lot of aggressive selling was to be seen here. We've covered that in detail as well. But it was not effective. And that's always a bit of a warning sign. Yeah. All right. So that's on that from that perspective completed. Now let's see if we can focus in and find a little bit more of fresh stuff. This is the lowest daily level available now. And this is the daily level to the upside that has also been standing there just waiting for somebody to say hello. Everything else, price has already traveled through, like even this one. This one was from Friday to Saturday, back tested on Sunday, but price is already moving above it today. So you can use it as a bit of a local reference, as kind of the local ceiling now if you want. So if price falls below this one, can be an early sign of weakness that you rotate within this smaller range here. Yeah. Of course, this daily is much deeper than the weekly. That would be something that we would have to see if price does start to make a move down there, reevaluate the situation and see, okay, why is it going so low again? Yeah. Of course, this big wick could still get refilled, of course. So that's the kind of things you have to start taking into consideration. But for now, even using this local range, which is from the 18th of August till now, so we have local range, 1 month range. Here we are. Yeah, this level is very, very, very key. 26.5. It's been very clear resistance. And now it's perhaps being flipped to support. Yeah? And then we get to that Fipple that I had saved here from that high to this low. That would be your next area of resistance from a Fibonacci perspective. However, the value area that we're using in this case is lower. The horizontal level is higher. They're spread all over the place. That's not good confluence. Yeah, good confluence is when they're, and I'm going to show you on S&P 500, exactly on top of each other. That's when you have very nice chances and very good probabilities. Like this, it's more like, since they're separate, they're weaker. Yeah, even though they're significant on their own, it's better if they're significant together. So what do I mean by this? Well, didn't we mark the, did I delete it already? The previous week high. That's one possible mechanism here. Let me just mark it again so that it's clear. Previous week high. There we go. Oops, not 15 minutes is a bit too much for now. Let's do 1 hour maybe. No, what did I have it on? 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour. That's good. That would be the previous week high. So it would basically take the stop losses that are now placed here. So short positions opening around this area here or over the weekend. You can bet your butts that their stop losses are all placed right up there, because it's the most obvious stop loss placement. So even if this is to rotate down to the weekly level, first take out the stop losses and then rotate down. Yeah. Why? Because this is where then bigger traders can enter short positions. Yeah, because all the stop losses from the shorts are market buy orders. So those market buy orders can be used to sell. If you're buying, someone is selling. If you're selling, someone is buying. There's always someone on the other side of your trades. Think about that. So this would be a nice area of liquidity. Yeah. Whether there's enough selling interest here or not, we'll see. Like I said, there's not the most amazing confluence in the world here. So this is a bit of a standard mechanism, but something to observe more. What does that mean? It means you actually have to let it happen and observe, for example, on EXO, what is actually going on here. Are we getting very aggressive buying up here, but price is not moving higher and it's being absorbed? That's a good sign for a short, because then you can start planning, okay, if this drops below, then I can short. If not, let it go, because it could just continue to rip up or grind up as it's been doing the past week. Yeah? And of course, the bigger area here would be what I was drawing before, the bigger fixed range pool. For that, we have to zoom out a little bit. Yeah. with the bigger fib from high to low. So here we have weekly level, value area high, and the fibs together. I mean, that's nice. Yeah, this area is very, very, very nice. Very nice. But it's farther away. So first we have to get through the other stuff and the point of control. Yeah. So you can plan this stuff, but if price doesn't get there, it's not very helpful. But so I hope this helps you kind of have a higher time frame perspective of where price could be headed, a more local and actionable perspective that might happen perhaps even today. Yeah, for example, New York session, or even before that, we'll see. Of taking the highs and pulling back, and even if it's just a little bit of a swing failure pattern locally, that could at least already give you a nice sculpture to play with. Yeah, this is actually the not just the daily but also the weekly open. Yeah, so we could do something like this and then start seeing what's what in here. Whoops, sorry about that. Let's turn this one off. It's annoying. Yeah, something like that. Boom, and come back to the, oh, look at that. Come back to the weekly open. So yeah, it's difficult to put a, or to think about a stop loss here because we have no idea if price is just going to smash through or actually react here, but let's say somewhere up there. Um, and target something like this. View up, of course, as a take profit, and maybe the weekly open, something like that. Yeah, and that's all, of course, this big value area support for now. So there's little scalps to be had for sure. For a larger trade, if you want to see a rotation to that lower weekly level, then you have to lose this weekly open, basically. Yeah, you have to flip this value area behind the weekly open, and then you open the possibility for a larger rotation. Yeah, so there's a lot of, if this happened, then we can do that. Um, yeah. For now, the momentum is up, locally speaking. We're at an area of resistance. Yeah, as you can see, golden pocket is right above. So it's not like, oh yeah, amazing swing long perspective. No, not at all. Of course, it can continue higher, but it's more difficult, or at least for me, not very cool to enter a long necessarily here unless it has a very set parameter. Like there's a local swing failure pattern that I can take, use that as a stop loss, and then I have a nice risk reward. Yeah, that would be a possibility. But for that, we'll just keep you updated on that during the week and see how it develops. One thing I wanted to quickly mention without going too much into it is that it's very curious to see that Thursday, Friday, so basically you see these little, this is the 30-minute time frame, by the way. I know it's cut off at the top, but these little, I don't know if you can see these. Oh no, this is behind my image. I have to move it here. There you go. Now you see it. This one here. Yeah, exactly. These little green rectangles here, this is increasing open interest. Yeah, so positions opening, and these are long positions actually opening here. Specifically in this case, 19 million plus another 3. So we got over 20 million in market longs opening aggressively, but price not really going anywhere after that. Then we have some more of it here, price doing absolutely nothing and actually moving back down and probably stopping quite a few of these guys out. This was Friday. This was late Friday. Another push up like this with actually fresh longs opening, just about 27 million. Jesus, man. But price, yeah, did manage to take these highs, swing failure pattern, and back down already. Yeah. So you have to start thinking, okay, all millions and millions, what was that, 20, another 20 is like 40 million. Weekend was kind of quiet. Sunday, and look at this today. Again, boom, same behavior again. This aggressive opening of long positions. Of course, that's what you need to push price up, of course. So if price continues to move up, that's fine. Then it's a nice uptrend, it's healthy, everything's fine. But if you see this and price is not moving up, yeah, now it made another high, fine, we can leave it at that. But if price is stuck or even starts making lower highs, that's when these guys are in big, big, big trouble. In other words, what we have since Friday here is, let me just turn off everything so that we can see it super duper clearly. Or actually not everything. Let's just leave the value area. How about that? Yeah. Let's hide this one as well. So we have in this area up here since Thursday, there it is, Thursday. Do you see that little push right there? Right there. In that candle, see, you can't see this stuff on TradingView. You can't see this stuff on TradingView. But With Exo you can, yeah, or with this kind of software. There's other programs too, but that's the one I like to use. So there's aggressive buying here, like tons of it. Over 40 million we already counted, at least, at least. Um, but price is still here. So that's a bit of a problem, yeah? This has to continue higher. The problem is if you go higher, what's waiting for you? That and the possibility of making a swing failure pattern above the previous week high. In other words, one more push to the upside, trap even more logs up there, and then start savagely reversing everything and smash through the entire range. And then what will get us to, whoops, where did I draw it? Where's my weekly levels? Get us to, for example, this weekly level, yeah? Just the range rotation. So something to keep in mind. Yeah, we'll keep you updated on this as well, how this develops. But when I see reckless behavior, I already start thinking, oh, be careful. Be careful. Well, not careful, but be ready. I'm open for anything, but I'm not opening a long position here. You guys do whatever you want. All right, time is ticking. Let's go. S&P 500 weekly time frame. The chart looks like this. Yeah. Of course, we can zoom out and you can see everything for the past 3 years pretty much. That's the all-time high. That's the big pullback all the way down to October last year. And since then, kind of working it up. And this year, January, this year has been pretty much beast mode all the way up to here. Yeah, and all the way up to here is already a good something to say. Let's see, where's the high? Excuse me. From a very high time frame perspective, 4,500 is an insane area of resistance. Yeah, this is an insane area of resistance. So it's no wonder that it's struggling up here and pulling back. Yeah, first push, pulls back to the point of control, pushes again and pulls back again. This will not be an easy area to beat. Yeah, it definitely can beat it. And I mean, it's been on beast mode for 150 years, so why not? It's just that locally speaking, it's not a surprise that last Friday this pulled back like this after reaching this area up here. And let's count. Let's count together, guys and gals. Weekly level. That was a fresh one. It's not anymore because it was that, but it was fresh last week still. Golden pocket 2, value area high 3, point of control 4. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff lining up. That's what I meant with, Confluence and things lining up. When you see stuff like that, pay attention. That's what I was saying on the Sitrep last week as well, or last Friday actually. And look at that. So these are places where I say, okay, you know what? If I'm in long positions, or I even hold an asset that's in this index or correlated to this somehow, then I'm a bit more careful. Maybe I take protective positions, hedging, or sell some, whatever. Yeah. So that's something you have to decide for yourself. We're not financial advisors, so you have to pick what you do and what you do not do and when you do it. But at areas like this, I'm never going to look for a long position. Where do I want to look for long positions? Well, obviously at the other side of the range. Yeah. Why? Well, because this one seems to be holding very well since June. Price has gone up here, back to here, here. Could this be a lower high and we're heading lower? Yeah, maybe, maybe. But that's just a big fat question mark. When we get down here, I'm not going to get bearish. Or if we get down, if price gets down here. So what do we expect for now? Well, since we're here, might as well continue and finish the rotation to the downside. That would be the coolest thing to do. Yeah, why not? However, keep in mind, this likes to go on beast mode. So that can be your little sub range for now. Yeah, that's the lowest daily level we have up here. As long as this holds, it can just rotate within this little range. And there's a fresh daily level now up here too. Almost where the weekly was. Yeah, so it can still just rotate within this smaller range before going down here, or it never goes down here. Yeah. So up here, yes, super, super duper nice short, fine. Here, okay, but I'd rather see it go below the daily level, flip it to resistance, and then start pulling back. Then it's good. Yeah. For now, it's more of a take profit area on short positions. All right. I hope that gave you a nice perspective of what this might have in store for this week. So I would expect net effect for the week. Let's go on the weekly time frame. Let's see what it looks like. Net effect for the week. That's a weekly level. Yeah, just a simple candle perspective. That's a back test as resistance. Pull back and lose the weekly open. Red candle. Now up a little bit. Well, yeah, all you have to do is go down and continue the move. And there's your next weekly level. That's it. Nice and simple. Doesn't have to be super duper complicated. Yeah? Of course, it's not just the weekly level. There's a value area low, and let's turn the other fib off so it's not very confusing, or not too confusing. That would be something like this. Yeah, there's your 786 lining up here. There you go. Nice area. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Line them up. Line them up. All right. If you have any questions, just pop them on the chat or otherwise on Discord later on. This one is very, very interesting. Whoo! This is the US dollar index. Oh my goodnesses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks in a row. Green, 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 green. Absolute beast mode. This is an old weekly level that I've marked from February this year. It closed last week's candle above it. It's backtested it now as support, and it's already at the weekly open. So from this perspective, of course, anything can happen this week and this can pull back, of course. But from this perspective, as it stands now, this is kind of knocking on the door of this entire upper range and more. Yeah. If that's the case, if this area really gets flipped to support, because right now it's resistance, then yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen to the other currencies in the world. Well, they're probably going to not look so good, so to speak. Yeah. In other words, this would just like it was in towards the pretty much a year ago. Yeah, it's almost October. Look at that. Almost a year ago. Yeah. That's the situation that could be coming again. If this area is flipped, then um, this can easily run up to here. There's your fresh weekly level up here. Yeah, but it all depends on right now, this 105 area. Super, super duper important. So that's a possibility. If that does not play out, then we can just say, all right, fine. If you start losing these monthly levels, yeah, these are from this perspective, obviously. It means closing weekly candles below them again. So flip this one. I actually have an alert on this one. Must be old. If you flip this one to resistance, flip this one to resistance, then you rotate within the range again. Yeah, or this, actually you can even bring it down to here, to this one. So you have a big fat horizontal range like this. Let me just draw it for you. Yeah. Okay, there was a bit of a deviation to the downside and a lower low. It's like, oh, this could be bearish, but now obviously this is not a lower high anymore since we're pushing all the way here. But we could still say perhaps this rotates for a few more years like this. Also a possibility. Then it's not as cataclysmic as maybe this part up here was. So very, very interesting to see what this week brings. For now, it's showing no signs whatsoever of wanting to slow down at all. Wednesday we have juicy stuff coming up. Let's have a quick look. Mm, mm, mm. That's tomorrow, Tuesday, and there we go. That's the one. Yeah. So Wednesday evening my time. Yeah. Fed interest rate decision, FOMC economic projection, press conference. So we might get a little bit of a crazy price action on the charts where you're like, what the heck is going on? And perhaps that gives us a push to the highs, head fake, and come back down, or it just blasts off and moon time. When moon? When moon? Wednesday. Wednesday the 20th. Pay attention at this time. This is UTC plus 2, by the way, yeah? GMT plus 2, it says right there. So that you have to adjust it to your own time zone. But Wednesday, pay attention. All right. Excuse me. The inverse pair would be, for example, the EURUSD. So what has it been doing? Well, red, 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 red. Obviously the opposite of the US dollar index. And this is the big, big range above the yearly level, which is at 105, 204. And this is a very, very, very nice support resistance area. So for now, it has flipped opponent control of the range. That's the value low down here. There's also a monthly level down there. There you go. This one has already been lost. So the next one is 105.7. These are the kind of things. It's getting very close to very, very strong support. So we'll see. We'll see. Now, if the dollar blasts away into Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Yeah, it's back. So my headphones just turned off. Maybe the battery was a bit dying, but I put in the other one. Sorry about that. I mean, I'm telling you, man, today is crazy Monday. The microphone dies. The camera was messing around. The lighting was, I mean, it's one of those Mondays. Jeez, man. I'm going back to bed. That's it. Screw the markets. I'm about to sleep. Anyway, I hope you can hear me. Yeah, it seems to be okay. What was I saying? Yeah, that it would not surprise me for this to continue rotating to this area, and then it's decision time. Yeah, you lose this area, big things can happen. Yeah, look at how swiftly this moved up here. This can move swiftly down here again. Yeah, so this area is super super important. For now, it seems like more downside, at least locally, and then when it gets to around 1057, 1052, that's when decision time comes. And Wednesday, did we just lose down? Yeah, we did. Oh man, what a Monday, guys. What a Monday. All right, let's finish up quickly before something else breaks. Gold. Yeah, gold, good. Look good. Let me just turn. Yeah, that would be the most important high time frame level, I would say, at the moment. It's a monthly level that so far has been backtested as support last month and this month too. So locally, you can say, well, yes, but this is a downtrend. Yeah, it's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high. Yes, yes, yes. You're correct, correct, correct. Absolutely correct. So this is a level you can use as an orientation of where this is heading, yeah, of whether the downtrend continues or not. And of course, I hope I drew this one. No, I didn't. I'm going to draw it right now. That would be a fresh weekly level of support. Yeah. So let's see what else I got in here. Kind of forgot. Let me see. Ooh, oh, it's much higher, huh? Well, I like this one better here because it's lining up with the other stuff. That is interesting. The problem now is that we have to post so much. Let me see. Yeah, okay, that's nice. That's actually nice. Should we do it like that? Yeah, let's just do it like that. This is data since, yeah, basically the entire year. This is the entire year's value area. Cool. Let me see. Let me just turn this off, and this off. There you go. That makes things a bit clearer, you see? Clean up your chart and then you'll see everything easier. So this is actually a very, very interesting level to hold. Very, very interesting level to hold. That value area low. Yeah. So it's not super duper surprising that this responded there. Yeah, that's nice. But now it's at this point of control. It's the yearly point of control now. Look at that. 1925. So if this has to see any upside, for example, up to here, or what else did I have? Okay, this would be the more local stuff, previous week high, and if there's a weekly level up here. But if it manages to beat that, theoretically it can rotate to the value area high. But for now, that point of control is end of the line. So this is similar to Bitcoin in the sense that these highs are super close together. Look at this. Oh, front ran that. Yeah. So maybe this has still one more push to the upside just to take out these highs and do what? Reach the golden pocket, for example. But that's a big point of control right there, yeah. So if in long positions, this is a fantastic area to take profits and see what happens next. Yeah. For a new long position, I would like to see not that one, just the lower side again, and then see what happens down here. Yeah, keeping in mind, of course, that locally this has been downtrending. So even though it's the bottom of the valley area, yeah, but still, that's how I would view it. Okay, does that make sense? And we'll just have to see how this develops. But very, very sneaky that it's leaving all of these stop losses here. Yeah, like all short positions can put their stop loss up here very comfortably. And I just say the markets are usually not made for comfort. All right, Ethereum, the last one. Weekly time frame, that's a weekly level of support. Looks nice. Let's go. Looks nice. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, let's just for fun do this. Ooh, jeez Louise, I shouldn't have done that. Oh man. Ugh, what a bummer. Okay. Okay. Oof. Dude. Oh my goodness. And the next one is down here, huh? Put control number 2, 1500. No wonder. Okay. Well, this is pretty much from this super high time over a year perspective. This is in the middle of nowhere because it's at the point of control. Yeah. But that explains a lot of things, huh? Look at that. Look at what today is doing. So you want to see more upside, you have to beat 1636. How about them apples? You don't want that as resistance. So very nice weekly level. Very nice backtest of the weekly level of support. Cool. Well done. And there's definitely room to run to the upside, for example, to the next weekly level. And these are very, very nice on Ethereum. I really recommend that you pay attention to the weekly levels. So if you want to get to 1839, that point of control has to be beaten. Simple as that. Simple as that. Of course, remember that this is even if it's the major altcoin, it's still an altcoin. It will do whatever Bitcoin does pretty much. Yeah. This is subjected to everything that Bitcoin does pretty much. That's the big boss. That's the way it has been and continues to be so far. So look at that. Even locally, we're at the point of control. So that's your more local range to play with. Yeah. Before thinking about, I don't know, crazy stuff like 1800 that some guy on YouTube talked about. You can be like, all right, man, this is just a range, value area low. That's the value area high. Here, golden pocket, bam, 7-1. Yeah. Missing a horizontal level. But that's just the way it is, I guess. Yeah, that's a shame. That would be nicer. So it's missing one of the big three. But yeah, that would be the more local perspective. But I would make this one very dependent on whatever Bitcoin does. Yeah, so if Bitcoin starts pulling back, then so will this one. All right. All right, all right. Let's see what questions you guys have, because I got to wrap it up. Good morning. Oh, sound is good. Be sure to hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button. I've already said that. I always find behind from the live, pause the video, and check what levels I missed. I don't think I have the same. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I can post some charts later on Discord too. Is it correct there is a SP just above previous week high? A single print? On Bitcoin, I guess you mean? Oh, that would be great, huh? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yes. Yes, there is. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. Yes, there is. Right there. Yeah. Yeah. So that can act as resistance if you first touch it, or it gets filled. Yeah. This is Bitcoin, right? Yeah. Yeah, but for now, you see we are pretty much stuck in here. Look at this big one down here. Woo! Yeah, those are also interesting or good to keep in mind. What else? Duology sound? Yeah, sound is back. Doop 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 doop. Volume ready? Yes. Ready for the week, and this is why you get a Logitech Pro X. Yeah, maybe I should. It's a Steel series, this one. I'm not making any advertisements here. It's just the one that I happen to have. But no, I want to get a nice proper microphone again. I like the quality better. Like this is not bad, but I think that one's better, or a fancy one. I think the audio is important. Reminder to front run that like button and share some single prints for the taking. Is there any difference in Exo web and desktop version? Yes. The desktop version is the one. It's definitely my favorite one. It has just all possibilities. You can connect to different data feeds. So not only for crypto, yeah, they're making huge improvements. The actual version looks very nice. Yeah, it just has more options, and I think that's the platform for the future, really. I think they're planning also that trading should be executed directly over Exo at some point, so that you don't have to, swap to your broker or exchange or whatever you use. So yeah, I would say I prefer desktop, even though I still have a couple of old templates on web that I'm just used to. Desktop is the main thing. Yes, one is desktop and one is the web. Greater selection of parents and desktop, a few more features. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, Harun. Victor San, howdy. Hello, hello. All right, then thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, I wish you a very nice Monday. I hope it goes better than my technical issues here, and that whatever you're involved in today does not have technical issues, but maybe it's like a freaky 18th of September kind of Monday. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in. If you have any more questions, just pop them over on Discord. The link for our Discord is in the description as well as to the website and everything. And tomorrow, or we will continue to have daily updates for the rest of the week as usual, of course. And Wednesday, we also have the opening bell, which is a session where we sit down and look at the New York Open together and see if there's anything juicy that we can take advantage of. And this Wednesday should be interesting, also towards the end of the session as well. So yeah, interesting week ahead. Should be fun. Thank you very much for tuning in. Your technical issues are luckily not in the chart. Yeah, luckily. That would suck. That would suck. Thankfully, the charts are loyal. Alrighty. Take care, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you around. Bye bye. Tschüss.